1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2. 1, 2. Well, good evening, folks. Welcome to a jam-packed race tonight here from Donnington Park out in England, and a soaring 40-degree track temperature at the moment. We're in free practice. We're on board with Steyn from Cape Town in the Ferrari. Well, he's had a couple of very, very difficult races behind him. Let's see what happens tonight. And to all of you amazing folks that join us every Tuesday, a warm welcome to you. Tuesday evenings are made of these. It's online Outlaws. It's GT3 racing at its best. And if you tuned in last week, well, you had a ball of a time with us. I know that for a fact. If you didn't, well, then you missed out. Well, there we go. Staying off the circuit. Let's see who else we got. Most of the guys have pitted in. Outlaws Pace, he's out on circuit at the moment. And there we go. Up on your screen at the moment. But that race last week, if you remember, it was Aston Martin against Porsche. And those two lads, DMR Jazz 126 in the Aston, car number 126. He had a fantastic time. And up against Clayton MJ. At the moment, Skiddy One though leading the championship, and of course making sure he puts that vehicle on to P1 as he always does. I had a quick glimpse up on my screen. I saw RTA Safa. Now, he hasn't joined us the whole season in the Mercedes-Benz car number 55. But a very quick time, fourth at the moment in free practice. So we might get to see the young man from Meyersdal in Johannesburg back with us and back racing. There we go. Outlaws Pace into the pits. Now, he took a first place last week in a very heated race where there was plenty of action, but Outlaws Pace, we know, superb race driver, eSIM race driver, and he just made it work and taking victory last week in that final race. Well, how's it to all the guys? In fact, just talking about the gentleman himself, Kalen Mao, always the first guy to say how's it on the live stream, on the comments below. How's it, Kalen? Looking really classy in the Honda. Welcome to another race, Donnington Park. If you look up at the top of your screen, you'll see those track temperatures, 40 degrees, thanks to our race director, Stefan. How's it going, Stefan? And the boys, they're all watching. Jazz 126, let's go. Well, let me tell you, you got everybody standing up last week, Jazzy. So Jazz 126. Carl Westhuizen, RTA Safa. How's it, not bad? Good to have you on board with us this evening. Who else has joined us? Frank and Sorix. How's it, my man? It's good to have you with us. What's up? We are Pace. Well, the Pace boys always have all their guys joining in and having some fun. If Alan Sykes, I see that you have commented, how's it, all the way from Portugal. Obrigado. How are you, my friend? Just let us know what the volume's like, playing around with a couple of different settings. We were going to restream tonight, but I only got out of gym and got home probably about 20 minutes ago. So, yeah, just letting that slip through the cracks, unfortunately. But next week, some more exciting racing, so keep a lookout for that. And Owen Sykes from Semcrete, one of our co-sponsors, a great gentleman of our eSIM racing. Hello, Mana from the Stiganator. Well, I got to spend Sunday morning with the mayor of Plumstead. How's it, Mr. Stiganator? Alan van Graan, how you doing? Frankie, where are you tonight? Are you at work? Let us know. Good to have you on board with us. Cold in Brakpan. Well, it's actually not so cold here in Cape Town, strangely enough. It's actually flipping hot. Am I allowed to say that on air? It's flipping hot at the moment. And I'm already losing my voice because I know what excitement's going to happen tonight. Graham Prosser, he's back with us. Let's just jump on board with him. And look at that. He's changed the colours of his car. Very bright. You cannot miss that car. Graham, if you are listening to the live stream, how's it, my man? All right, very soft. Well, let's get that volume back up again. All right, Jazzy, if you can just let me know what's the volume like now before you guys go into qualifying. Let me know. I've just turned up the gain, and we should be firing. Well, there we go. A nice full pack. If you look down the left-hand corner of your screen, 14 guys out there. Wolfman Willie back after a short break last week. He had other prior commitments, so he can come and join us. And the excitement started so early. I haven't had much time to prepare for all the excitement that is Donnington Park and the guys that had so much fun last week. Well, let's go over to Jazz. There he is, Jazz 126, just also playing my sound and mic monitor this evening. Just making sure that that everything works. Thanks, Frankie. Just making sure that I did some changes to mic setup and to sound setup to try and get the cars through a little bit clearer. So I'm hoping you guys can hear me 100% fine. Right, on board with the man that did a fantastic job last week, Jazz 126, and Clayton. Well, Clayton hasn't left the pits yet. There he is. He's still in the pits. Here he comes out now. Also changed the livery on that car. You'll see a lot less black. Going for a bit of the monster look. I'll tell you what, a monster would be pretty damn fine right now. Who else has joined us? Stefan Wessels. Where Stefan? Well, he's the acting mayor of Plumstead at the moment. We get to ride our mountain bikes together, but we missed Stefan this weekend. We were up at Takai. Back onto the racing. Big names out here, and just mentioning 126 Jazzy, Clayton MJ. Jazz, just by the way, well, let's just have a look down at my phone. All right, Jazz 126, if you can still hear me while we're on qualifying. Ooh, well, here's a very rough and tumbly Parky Farky. How's it, Derek? Nice to have you with us. Yeah, we saw you cycling at Conti's and doing all those that bottom tabletop jump. Thanks, Stefan, for letting us know. Oh, Fluffy Butt in the pits at the moment. Safa, there we go. RTA Safa has made a comeback. Slightly different looking car. Representing RTA is Kyle Oosthuizen. Big up Mr. Oosthuizen. We finally got him to race in the league. Skiddy one, let's see what he got. Oh, JD Dog has put in a very quick time there, 1:29. Nicely done. And let's see if we can jump on board with him very quickly. There we go. On board with the dog man himself, Jeremy, all the way from Cape Town. Nicely done, sir. Super composed, putting in a 1:29 there. And we're gonna just jump out just for a second. There we go. There's the Ferrari of JD Dog. Go and check out his very cool Instagram account, JD and then DAWWG Designs. Very, very cool stuff. Right, who else have we got? And just gonna pop out of here. Let's see who else we got. We're on board with, let's see. As I said, Wolfman Willie is back with us. Nice to see him out here. AC Matwa, Chico P, Skitty One. Now, let's see what he's going to do. We know he's leading the championship by quite a margin. He's had a fantastic couple of races. And loads and loads of people joining us. In fact, this is the most viewers I've had in qualifying since we started back at the beginning of February. So how's it all? Good to have you with us. And big racing right down here on the side of your screen. Yeah, good fun. Right, Skitty One has done a 1:28. There we go. On board with Sean Skitter. Car number 13. There we go. Let's have a quick look in at the car. Watch this corner now. Big chicane. And yeah, I was just about to say that's going to happen, and it happened. Curse of the commentator. Lucky I didn't say it before it happened. You clip that curb and it's going to take you and throw you all over the place. Man, oh man, I need an assistant in the studio, in the commentating box. So many comments, I cannot read through all of them. How's it, guys? Today I'm going to concentrate on the racing again. Let's have another look at a different look at the car. Let's just try and change views. There we go. Looking at our current champion. How cool are those Sparco gloves that he's wearing at the moment? And one of our lucky entries. I'm going to walk away with one next week if I'm not mistaken, guys. Stiganator saying big jaw track, this one. Yeah, British touring car, Battlefield. I remember it from the early 90s, growing up and watching lots of touring cars around South Africa. But then of course British touring cars, Donnington Park, man oh man, and a menu. I can't think of all the other names now, but man oh man, that was great racing. Stiganator always reminded me about the cool things we used to watch when we grew up. Right, let's get out here quickly and let's see what else everyone else is doing. Skitty One on that 1:28. JD Dog currently in second place. Let's just jump out quickly. Gotta go back to the drive mode and get out. There we go. And lots of things to remember when you got so much action happening. Right, Clayton, the man in the Porsche, and I'm not taking sides here. I do like a Porsche. Has just done a one. Well, there we go. He had a 1:28, and Eleanor Pace has just done a 1:27 with under 2 minutes to go of qualifying, guys and girls. Man, oh man, this is gonna be one insane race. It is race number 1 of round 5 from Donnington Park, and you're catching us live on the online Outlaws. Please share what you're watching with your friends. Let anyone in the racing fraternity know what exciting racing is on the screen tonight. So at the moment, Eleanor Pace, well, he's as I said, just under a 128, 127.957. Clayton MJ just behind him now. Skiddy one in P3 at the moment. We still got 1 minute left of qualifying. What is Skiddy one gonna do? The pressure is on the current championship points leader. Right, just having a look down at all the comments. Keep it coming, guys. Let us know where you're watching us from. Let us know who you're going to put your money on this evening. Lots and lots of names that I think are going to fly around. Number one, Skiddy one is just on a 127. I said never rule him out. A 127.786 with LNR pace now in P2 and P3 going to Clayton MJ. What is going to happen? We've got 4 seconds left of qualifying. I think that is going to keep it exactly where it is. Now, JD Dog being relegated to P4 on the grid. There we go. That is the end of a very quick qualifying. And all the guys are going to head back to the pits. I'm going to go away for just a second and just grab a big glass of water, because I know the action is going to get quite crazy in the commentary box. If you've just joined us, qualifying has just come to an end. There we go. JD Dog coming into the pits. He's in P4. Clayton in P3. LNR Pace in P2 with Skiddy one in P1. Well, RTA Matwa still out there. Safa putting it into fifth. RTA Safa, well done. Well done, Mr. Safa. Good to have you back. There we go. The Pace boys always looking after each other. Thanks, Frankie, just letting us know. His vote goes to Kalen. Let me tell you, it took him a while to get that car onto pace, and now he's got it. So well done to him. There we go. Skiddy one, 127.789, only less than 200ths of a second between the two of them. Let's quickly go to a quick ad break, and we'll get back to the racing action for round number 5 here at Donnington at least, and of course heat number 1. I think there's going to be big action. Don't go away, guys. there we go, folks. Welcome to the lead-out lap of heat number 1 from Donnington Park here in the UK. Track temperatures now 33 degrees. Skiddy One up in front. Sean Skidder, Callan Mauer, then Clayton, JD Dog, RTA Safa, AC Matwa, Fluffy Butt, that is staying from Cape Town. Jazz 126, don't rule him out, down in 8th position. And they're going to come up to the start very, very soon as they go through. Well, here we go. Just out of Goddard's, it's turn 11. And there we go, the green lights are out. We're going to hear these cars anytime soon. There we go. Now lots and lots of cars out on the grid. Let's see what happens. Someone has run wide there. Let's see where Pace is. Pace dropped all the way back. JD Dog into 2nd place. RTA Safa. Now look at this guy. He makes a comeback and does a great job of it. There we go. JD Dog gets himself out wide. Eleanor Pace comes through. Safa in 2nd. Way, way, way too much drama on one circuit here at the moment. Right, let's just recap and see what's happening. Skiddy One up front. Then I can't see exactly who. Yeah, JD Dog still fighting a good battle, but he has definitely dropped further down. It's Safa, then Pace, Matwa, Jazz. What's happened to Clayton MJ? Looks like he ran out wide there. Relegated all the way to 14th place. Well, he cannot be happy with that. And man, oh man, we say it over and over, especially when we chat to mates and we ride mountain bike together. And we're saying the race is not won on that first 2 turns, guys. So now damaged cars out there. Pit lane is open. Lots of guys are going to bring their cars home. Let's see Clayton MJ. Let's have a quick look. Doesn't seem to be too much damage. We know he's a great fighter. He can make a comeback. Just coasting it around the track now. Farki, the man from Nigel. Wolfman Willie. We haven't seen him yet this evening. Let's have a look. There we go. Cars change colors. Now it's orange and yellow. So bananas and oranges tonight. Wolfman Willie, JD Dog all the way down in 10th now. JWO Pace in 9th. NTZ 19. The only Audi at the moment that's out there. And battles all over the place here now. Chico P, look at this car, looks absolutely amazing. There we go, just for you, Mr. Sem Crete, Alvin Sykes. There is a Bentley in our midst. Graham Prosser, 6th place, car number 69, great position to be in. Jazz 126 now, he missed out most of that action. And AC Matwa 4th, Eleanor Pace 3rd, Safa with Skiddy One in 1st place at the moment, coming down the main straight into Redgate. Let's go back to these guys. Here's where the action's going to come through. 2 very experienced eSIM racers. RTA Safa, car number 55. Great to see the Merc back on circuit. There we go, chasing hard. Pace right behind him, 500ths of a second. That is a half a car length between the two of them. Then Matwa chasing hard as well. If he can keep it together, he can do some damage up front there. Jazz 126 coming through now as well. So folks, massive racing here tonight. stay on board with these two guys through the chicane. So, Skitty One, RTA Safa, that's Carl Oosthuizen from Meyersdal in Johannesburg, car number 55, back with us, first time this season, and having a cracker of a Heat 1 here from Donnington Park. Now, you've got to conserve those tyres as well. Track temperatures 33 degrees. You want to really conserve those back tyres. You can see how hot it is out there. Now let's see, Jazz, is he going to attack Matwa? That's Matwa on pace at the moment. Here we go. Close camera action. And what we'll try and do, let's just see if we can watch this attack from the car itself. We'll try another view very quickly. There we go. That's a great view. Chasing down Matwa. Elena pace right in front of him. Now folks, how cool is this camera view? Now down into the chicane. This is through the S's. A very quick straight up to Melbourne hairpin. You can see this 180 now. Hard on the brakes all the way down to first, and then up to third. Now into Goddard's and then back onto the main straight. Now you can see how it takes you. Wow. Jazzy, just taking a bit of grass with him onto the main straight. It's called the Wheatcroft Straight, in case you wanted to know. Into turn 1, this is Redgate. This is a very quick right-hander. And Matwa now seeming to hold him at bay, but he did run slightly off track there. Very quick through here, the old hairpin. This is absolutely sensational stuff from Donnington Park. Now up into McLean's. Hug this right-hander. Back on the gas through Corpus. This is turn 8 coming up here now. Very fast right-hander. Use the whole of that rumble strip. Run it wide into Starkey Straight. This is very quick as you head up to the S's. Still on board with Jazz 126. There we go. Through that chicane. Matwa in front of him. Pace. And it looks like, if you look at that camera view, it looks like Safa is hunting down Skitty. Let's get back out of this view and let's go back to that action. Right. Are we going to see anything happening here? Skitty One, Safa, pace, and just thinning that field out a little bit. And I think the guys are very happy to get into that bit of a pace, and spilling water all over myself. Great stuff. Losing the voice already. Alright, still on board with Carl. We're going to jump out of this view in just a second. Right, so there we go. Skitty One in first place at the moment. But Safa, I think he's chasing down hard. And then Eleanor pace. And the guys now just seeming to find their rhythm. Let's go see where Proz is. He is looking down towards Jazzy now. And let's go have a look at Clayton. Well, he had a very, very terrible start. And he's going to attack now on J00 pace in the McLaren. And he's going to want to get up those positions to make sure that those championship points don't get overly affected. All right, there we go. Pressure on board, and Clayton gets that 10th spot. So we know that he's got a way of hunting the pack down. And don't rule out this guy, JD Dog. Oh, looks like he's had an off again. Such a pity. Oh, Clayton and JD Dog, Jay's 126. They had some proper racing last week. There we go, into 8th position. You see how he climbs through. Now, if he just keeps that pace, he's lapping about 5.5 seconds slower than our leader at the moment. And he can make this work. Safa, now look at this. We're going to jump on board here. Safa and Pace are having the race of the century. Let's watch as we're on board with these two very, very awesome race drivers. Come on, camera action. Stay on board with these guys. The camera is even too slow for them. We'll have to chat to our directors down on the ground that are controlling the view. And it looks like Pace was nudged ever so slightly there. But Safa giving him that position back. So Jazz now into second. And Skiddy One, thankfully, having some time to breathe again. Beautiful car, that Mercedes-Benz AMG, car number 55. So there we go. Skiddy One has got some breathing space, and so do we, just for a second or two. We know Safa is going to attack again. He's going to look down at Graham Prosser and say, hold on, I want that position back. Right, let's see. Pace running that car wide. Not sure what happened there. Probably just a racing incident. But now down into third. We're going to see what happens. Well, I haven't looked down at the other two screens at all, just because of the amount of action that's been happening. But I suppose I better go down and see if we have viewers that we can chat to. Yeah, there we go. Richard Herring has joined. How's it, Richard? Just shouting on there for Skitty, or Skitty's having a great race. We know that he can hold that pressure at bay. And great to see Richard Herring from Black Ribbon Simulations joining tonight's broadcast here from Cape Town, and obviously the race down at Donnington Park. Temperature has come down to 34 degrees. I don't think this is going to make too much of a difference. 16 minutes and 40 seconds left on the race counter. Where are we? What is happening? Let's have a look. Jazzy chasing down. Well, he's about 3 seconds off Skiddy One. But we know Jazzy 126 can hold his own there with that Aston Martin LNR pace. There we go. Beautiful shots of the car. Number 11. And great to see Kalen Mauer find pace after starting out the season in the Honda. Frankie's still with us. He's off to work. Cheers, my man. Nice to have you on board for the first couple of minutes of the race. You saw all the action. Yeah, tonight not JD Dog night, unfortunately, and not a great thing to see anyone having not such a great evening. Let's face it, we don't wish it upon anybody. Well, there we go, Skiddy One. He's having a fantastic race. Current championship leader, and lots and lots of excitement has been happening. On to Jazzy, just having a quick look down at another screen. Just want to have a quick look at Discord for some stats, and LNR pace certainly closing that gap there. You can see it. Then Proza also up into fourth now in the car number 69. That great looking Porsche. I'm just so sad that Clayton wasn't there to have some fun with you in the other Porsche. Right, let's have a quick look. Skiddy One, there we go. I was just mentioning 67 points. And Jazz 126. So these two guys consistently staying in the points for first and second. LNR pace in third. So it's going to go down to the wire for these three guys. JD Dog, unfortunately, down in 12th. Well, he's lying fourth in the points overall. Unfortunately, this is not going to bode well for him, what's happened here this evening. Then, of course, Clayton MJ, also rather sad. He's in 8th at the moment. He's lying currently in 5th place with NTZ 19. Someone that just stays out of all the carnage and just keeps those points racking up. Fluffy Butt lying in a consecutive 6th. Carbon ZA, he's not here this evening. I haven't seen the name. And Ruan, missing you out here. They also had a fantastic race last week in 9th. Wolfman Willie. And Amor Racing ZA also been missing those names in the last week or two, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Fluffy Butt saying it's been semi-fun. Not sure what happened there. And yeah, the stream needs more likes, please. Richard, thanks for reminding me. Guys, go and share it, please. Go put it on your Facebook. Let people know that this is happening right now. We have exciting racing and well worth watching as LNR Pace is chasing Jazzy 126. So it's Pace versus DMR as they come up to Goddard's. That's the final turn before they get up onto the straight with 12 minutes to go. Get your mates to like the broadcast, and thank you very much. There we go. Thanks to my wife for looking after me. It does get quite tricky with lots and lots of things to be monitoring and watching, and trying to watch all this exciting racing, folks. So I'll tell you what, and I think you can back me on this one. Get a couple of your friends to like us, like the page at least, or follow us on the page, and I'm pretty sure we'll sort you out with one of those very cool Outlaw caps. If you haven't yet seen it, go on to Discord, go on to the Discord channel, Online Outlaws, and go have a look at that very cool peak cap that you can win. So get all your mates to come and like, come and comment down below, Right, I feel it's time that we get on board with pace as he hunts down Mr. Jazzy 126. Let's have a look at this view right here. Just a second as we bring it in. Try for another view. Let's just go through it. There we go. On the dashboard cam, now you'll see the amount of pressure this young man from Johannesburg can put on a driver as they come up to Red Gate. This is turn number 1. This is a hard, quick right-hander. Hard through into second gear. And you can see a very different line there. Jazzy just getting onto the rumble strip. Fantastic part of the course now as they come through Old Starkies. They're going to come up to Old Starkies Bridge here very shortly. And up to the top. It's quite a climb up, an elevation gain quite rapidly. You'll see they're still climbing. Now, down onto Starkey Straight. Here we go. Up to those S's, that incredible chicane. And then they go to, here we go. Let's stay on board with pace as they come up to Melbourne Hairpin. The hairpin is a 180, right-hander all the way down to first gear, and I'm running out of a voice again. Just the amount of excitement through Goddards. I love this turn onto the main straight. First gear, second, third. Look at that speed, 165 k's an hour, 180, 190, up to 200, 213. Hits the brakes at 225 k's an hour, down into second, 100 gear, 100 kilometers an hour, and Jazzy just seeming to hold him at bay. Let's try and see if we can jump onto one of our other guys out there. I'm just going to cross back to him. Get out of that view. There we go. Right, there we go. In our first position at the moment, with 8 minutes on the clock, it is Skitty One, Sean Skitter from Johannesburg. Then Jazz 126, LNR pace. Graham Prosser in fourth, keeping it there. Well done, young man. Well, he's had a bad run of health and a bit of COVID about 2-3 weeks ago. Good to have him back here with us. In the Porsche, car number 69. Jazz. Oh, look, their pace is now really catching him down the main straight as they come up to Red Gate. What is he going to do here? We know he takes a tighter line through there. This is where the action is. Because remember, as I said, in the championship points, it is JD Dog lying second. Jazzy 126 in second on the championship points with pace right behind him. And that's currently exactly what they're fighting for at the moment, the second place that pace wants quite badly, with 6 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. Well, we've seen the Honda's got some serious pace down the straight as they come down Starkey Straight into the S's. He's also quick through the chicane, but so is car number 126, Jazzy 126. A phenomenal race driver, sim racer, and the only Aston Martin out there. Stiganator, where's he this evening? What's he doing? I know he hasn't had time to practice, and he says he doesn't want to mess it up for the rest of the lads, but it would be great to have you with us. But yeah, the competition is tough at the front end of this. I'm too afraid to go off these two guys in case something happens. We've got under 6 minutes left to go. Let's try and look through the field. So Graham Prosser still in fourth. I don't think he's going to have, no, definitely not, 10 and a half seconds between them. But this is where most of the action is going to happen. And these two have the most to gain and the most to lose. So not wanting to avoid our other race drivers in the series. Yeah, thanks Alvin. Let's try and get him on. I'm not sure how, but I'm going to have to dash for 2 seconds while we go into a very quick ad break. Here we go, folks. I don't want to take my eyes off these two. Pace is on pace at the moment. This is what we saw last week from Jazzy 126 and Clayton MJ, who's now up into 7th place. He's a great sim racer, Clayton MJ. I wish we could have seen you up front here with these two guys. That would have been a serious battle. But yeah, we're going to try and get Stiganator on board with us. It would be great to have Stiganator on board with us for heat number 2. And we'll see if we can make that happen in the free practice for heat number 2. Now, very odd through this section, we see that Jazzy can just widen that gap up ever so slightly. But when it gets to the top of the hill here, it just seems like that Honda finds a little bit more speed. Right, there we go, pace. Kalen Mauer, new to the Honda. Well, we can't say new, he's 5 races in. He's I reckon he's had a lot of time to practice, although he says he doesn't. I don't know, so much pace. Let us know in the comments after this how much time he spent practicing. Let's see what happens here. This is the hairpin. It's 180. It's called Melbourne. Very far from Melbourne, in Donnington Park. But here they go through Goddard's, looking for a wider chase around that left-hander, but it didn't work. But pace, this is where I say he just seems to find the speed that he needs. He goes into red gate. Let's see what he does. He hugs that turn. I think it looks like he's made it. No, he hasn't quite made it. Anyone's game at the moment. Oh, it looks like he's got it. He's got it. And Jazzy has run himself wide. He's hit the grass and he's taken himself out. Let's see where he is. He's back on the circuit. He's going to hold on to that. But there you go. Prosser was right behind him. Man, oh man. I need another set of lungs and another voice box, please. Or maybe we should look at getting Red Bull or Monster. Come on, guys. Any contacts that can get us some energy drinks up in the commentating box? Man, oh man, these guys are just... they've opened up the season. They've made it super exciting. This is racing at its highest order. And Eleanor Pace coming through Goddard's now. Yeah, he gets up into Goddard's itself with 1 minute and 40 seconds on the clock. Our race leader, Skitty One, is going to make sure that he doesn't affect his championship points this evening. Well, let's go through the guys very quickly. We're on to the last lap. There we go. Skitty One putting the car into P1 30 minutes ago, and now we're down to the last minute. Super exciting racing, folks. Thanks very much to all the viewers that have joined us. Quite a lot of viewers that have joined the stream. This is Heat 1. Remember, come back for Heat 2. There's going to be just as much action. Eleanor Pace now in second after putting a lot of pressure on Jazzy 126. Proza right behind now. Chico P in fifth. AC Matwa, there we go. In sixth. Clayton MJ on top of him now. Wants to get into the points. JOO Pace. And Parky Farky loses it. Safa still on now at the moment. Safa just flashing him to make sure he doesn't pull out in front of him. JD Dog, Wolfman Willie. We haven't had much time with him. But let's have a look. Here we go. Skinny One's going to come across the line through Goddard's. He's on to the main straight. And there we go. Leader on the final lap. He's got one more lap to go. He's managed to put another lap in, but we know he's going to take it. Pace still in second. Jazz 126. Proza, where's Proza from him? Proza is also right there, but I think he's too far away to make anything change. Alright, let's get out of this very quickly. Right on board with our race leader. He's getting Wolfman Willie up in front of him now. The blue flags will be waving frantically to get him out of the way. And there we go. Skinny One is going to make this one work for him. Up Starkey straight. He's going to come up to the S's through the chicane and then up to Melbourne. Let's see what happens here, and then we're going to try and patch Mr. Van Graan, aka the Stiginator, into this feed. Skinny One coming up to Goddard. He knows he's got this one in the bag. The checkered flag is out. He comes across the line. A fantastic job from Sean Skidder. The checkered flag goes out to him. Well done, Mr. Skinny One. Eleanor Pace takes second. A great race from Mr. Pace. Kalen Ma, car number 11, has come across the line, that Honda. And there we go, Jazzy 126 in third. So he maintains points for the championship. Proza right behind him. Nice one, back with us. Man, oh man. Then Chico P. And the big shout out coming from Alvin Sykes all the way in Portugal, going across the checkered flag, is Chico P. Well done to you in our very lonely Bentley out there. We hope to see another burnt orange Bentley out there very, very soon. From Semcrete, Clayton MJ has come to a standstill already. Well, most of the guys will come down. And a bruised and battered AC Matwa, but he came out in 7th place. Double place, 8th position. Across the checkered line, Safa. Carl Wursthuizen making a comeback. Well, he was up there for quite a while. And then, unfortunately, there we go, flashing those lights. Well done. Nicely done, Mr. Safa. Carl Wursthuizen. Well, that's it, folks. The end of Heat 1. What a great race. We are going to go over to a quick ad break. I'm going to give my voice a break. And we're going to try and see if we can bring in Mr. Alan van Graan into the mix.
Just check now if it comes through. Let's give it a WhatsApp tool and let's just see if we got video here. We'll keep it up open again. Can you hear me?
There is the thing you're looking for.
Tony, can you hear me? Coming over.
There you go. I can hear both of you guys now.
There.
Perfect. Okay, I'll hop off then.
Hold on a second. Can you? No, actually don't. Or hop off and just hear what it sounds like when I go live
Okay.
now. Okay.
Okay, sweet. I'll let you.
Just call it on the WhatsApp. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. Oh, you still there?
Oh yeah, buddy. I've actually got the stream playing on my TV and I can hear us talking behind the actual ad. Yeah. Just put the audio up on the TV and just speak here quickly. I'm viewing everything from YouTube, so there's gonna be a delay on my side. Must I try and log on to the login from YouTube, so what? I can really barely so for now. Just 1 second then before you go live on when you log on to the Outlaws server, I am just trying to what is the yeah. Outlaws feature. Open and log in like that and at least looking at the same thing. And spectator the small essay. talking to me, while you're talking, I'm just. I'm coming onto the 7 as well. And I'm talking about the controls and also on the race, and then just like you obviously got the controls for video streaming from your side. I'm not watching it through YouTube anymore. I'm on the actual stream itself. But got the final countdown of it. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, but you can get clearly on your side. Shit, but it's still a formation actually, it's still okay. It's not people aren't messing up anything. Now it's definitely looking a lot better. In fact, the stream looks mooi already. If it start working, then I think isn't that because Kakpa coming in as another spectator or what? Because that's the only thing that's changed. I don't want to pause Kak if it's going to be a mission. Yeah, I can hear the course clearly. I just don't have access to controls to move camera angles and stuff. Cool. I'm on with DMR to Jazz at the moment, so cool. Cool. Good evening, Shoni. Good evening, Outlaws online community. Honored and quite a privilege to be online with you guys. Watch the first heat, some dynamite racing, and we're about to go live over here as well. Shoni, you want to take us through? I don't want to spoil this. Yeah, take us away, Chom. You know, we just lost pace. He got squeezed off the racing line. Cold tires going into that second gear corner over there, that right-hander. They're going down the trainer curves at the moment on cold tires. Yeah, lots of throttle over the show. You need to just hold your nerve about yourself and basically just full send. I can't, yeah, 1 second. Yeah, I've got it now. I've got it now. I'm on board with Seth at the moment. He's down 2.2 seconds of Skitty at the moment. Then we've got JD Dog in third, and DMRD Jazz 0.1 behind him. So it looks quite close between third and fourth at the moment. The rest of the field settling in quite nicely. Just one or two small incidents. Looks like Alunar Pace is back on the track at the moment, and he's going to fight his way back. He's got that Honda dialed in set up for this track. So, yeah, I'm sure that's not the last we're going to hear about Kaylen this evening. Yeah, on the start, it's very difficult to explain. I mean, there's such a lot of variables you have to take into consideration. Cars are not up to operating temperature, so and you're starting side by side, and you won't believe when when the green light cover drops, everybody's accelerating down to that turn one on cold tires. Anything can happen, and we've seen it happen, not intentionally, but it's bumper to bumper racing throughout the field. And we're on board with Atwa at the moment, and he seems to be having a good go in fourth place. There's a bit of third, fourth, and fifth at the moment, having a lekker scrap over there. I don't know if you can bring him up, Shoni. Yeah, he's a hard charger, and he's got that Lamborghini dialed in quite nicely. It's quite an Italian standoff between himself and J Dog in the Evolution Ferrari. Those two are going to have a hardtail scrap. They are not giving each other any space to move. So yeah, quite excited to see where this race is going to go to. It's 0.3 of a second. That's not much. These guys are in each other's slipstream. Mike was showing a little bit of himself in the middle. It's just waiting for racing line just to set up a little bit of a trap, a little bit of sportsmanship happening on the track at the moment over there. So let's see. Looks like Skitty is pulling away from Safa at the moment. He's got a 3.5 second lead. So he seems to be well on his way to bagging this one over here, but let's not jinx it out. And we've got a bit of a move on Matwa. Matwa has just made up a position there on Jazz, but Jazz is fighting forward. Oh, they seem to be going door to door back onto the main straight. So yeah, we're going down to Whitcroft down to Redgate. So let's see what we can do over here. Let's see what the ball should be. Solid. Aim like a lion in Zion. Yeah, these guys are, yeah, this looks like it's going to be the dice of the day over here between third, fourth, and fifth at the moment. These guys are, yeah, they're nose to tail. And yeah, not much in it. Looks like Jazz has found some cleaning and it looks like he's making a breakaway. He seems to have that Aston riding on rails, and last season I spent some time in the Aston, and let me tell you, it's not an easy car to handle. I think that's the V8 version, and yeah, that impacts a punch. If you set it up correctly, it's quite a weapon. But yeah, just behind him, we've got RTA and Matwa in that Lamborghini, and that thing is a record. Yeah, now that section of track is extremely, you have to clear the needle through that actual chicane over there. And two cars going into there, yeah, none of these guys were gonna tap off the loud pedal, and yeah, unfortunately Matwa came second best over there, but that's not the end of the race for him. By no means, he's a fighter, he'll claw his way back. He will take that win by the horns and basically charge back up the field. So yeah, he's a guy that puts the bit in between his teeth and just goes for it. So yeah, but yeah, we've got Parky and JW Pace also coming to the party. Looks like a McLaren standoff over there. So yeah, action throughout the field. Yeah, things to look out for on this combination this evening is the track temperature. We can see it's sitting at 43 degrees Celsius, so any type of aggressive driving is going to have an impact on the tires. You know, you can see again, Matwa, yeah, it looks like it's showing some damage to his vehicle. So contact obviously definitely some suspension damage over there is causing the car to ongoing away from the yeah, J-Dog and Eleanor Price, these guys have got they also going to some comments as well. So yeah. Okay, Yeah, guys. Apologies about this. This is just the way sometimes gremlins work. But yeah, the racing on the track seems to be quite cool. We've got a couple of battles which we've got a McLaren standoff with a bit of a Porsche and which going over here as well. Who do we have over here? We have Skippy that's basically taken the race. He's basically quite far up the road. He's got a 7.6 second gap on RTA Safa. Then it's DMRD Jazz 4.8 seconds behind him. J Dog 1.5 behind him. Alan R pace. So things are settling down, and then we've got RTA Matwa now fighting his way back through the field. He's on the back under the back bump of our Porsche guy. And yeah, we've got Matwa having some problems again. Yeah, he's really battling with that Lambo at the moment. Not giving up. He's fighting that car. He's just behind Graham. We seem to have also. I'm just giving him a little bit of a gap over there. I don't know what's up with Graham's car. He's usually a bit more racy than that, but he's given up the position and allowed Matwa just to get a run and basically see what he can do. Just stay a little bit on your back. Yeah, Shoni, I can hear you clearly on Discord. Yeah, and we've got Eleanor Pace also putting up behind both of them. He's silently creeping up on their little dice over here. So I think in about 2 or 3 laps time, this two-way battle is going to turn into a bit of a three-way draw, and we should see some proper action. All of these guys are in it to win it. So yeah, they all want that podium step, and the higher up they want to climb. They're all vying for that second step. It looks like it's going to go down to second, third, fourth. It's going to be quite the showdown at the end. Yeah. Somebody also to consider is Clayton. Clayton's not too far off this pack as well. He's got basically Kalen Mauer not too far ahead of him. I think it's just over a second away from him, so anything can happen. And once these guys start, fighting it out, they start, they're riding off the racing line, and that just basically enables the cars, the following cars, to basically catch up. So this is not over by a long shot. We've got another 15 minutes to go. We're approaching the halfway mark, so looks like we're setting ourselves up for quite a good showdown over there. Okay. Okay, I'm going off the scope. Okay.